Good evening, good afternoon, good afternoon. I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm so used to evening shows. Good afternoon, America. Good afternoon. Y'all come on in, come on in. Get ready to share this with everybody. Um, and welcome to the Watchdogs. Welcome to the Watchdogs. Y'all share, share, share. We got a lively conversation with myself today and to you all also. You have a conversation with yourself. People say that's you crazy. I'm having this conversation with the listening public. Um, Today we'll be discussing a bunch of things, but the Watchdogs is our weekly rundown of the top issues in the local community, the state, and the nation. We'll be touching on all types of subjects. We don't want to get pigeonholed into just doing things in Savannah. We want to make sure that you get information from all over the country. So today we have about 7, 8 things that we'll discuss. 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. According to how long we got. We got 55 minutes of drama to go. So I'm going to touch on a bunch of things. Y'all don't get mad, get glad, and we're going to just start the discussion. Anytime that y'all want to send in a comment, y'all can. Just send it on in. We welcome your comments. Send them in. I'll see whether I can get to them. Just share, share, share. And at the bottom of the screen, y'all will see that we ask that you help support this platform. We have, this is a community-driven platform. This is a community sanctioned platform. So if you like this platform, please consider giving some support to this platform because we can't keep doing it without the help of the viewers. We're up to about 29,000 viewers, almost 30,000 viewers a month. If everybody gave $1, we'd be okay. But if you give $25, $50, give it. You give it to Roland Martin. Roland Martin is giving the same type of news. We're just making sure that everybody gets it from this point. So we got a number of issues. I only got 55 minutes. I only have 55 minutes. I know my wife been there wondering why I say I only have 55 minutes, so I better get right. Good evening, Mike Kelly. Hey, Melinda Gwen. And who else we got? Oh, our favorite person, Terry. Hey, Terry. Okay, we're going to get right into it and start discussing the issues of the day. Because the hot issues are always last. So we're going to leave those hot issues for last. First of all, we got the stimulus checks arriving soon. Stimulus checks arriving soon. People, don't go spend this money in the nightclubs because the nightclubs are about to open back up. We'll touch on that after a while also about the country opening back up. We'll touch on that in a few. But don't go spend that $1,400 recklessly. Save the money. Pool with 4 or 5 of your friends and start a savings plan or something. Don't go spending the money recklessly. Pay a bill, pay your house note. They have to give you a whole month's next month when it's time for it to be due. Then you got whatever that was that you had to pay. You can spend it on something. Spend it on several things. Pay another bill. So take care of yourself and don't be selfish with it and taking care of everybody else. And women don't let your boyfriends Jew you out of it. Okay, don't let your boyfriend swindle you out of it. Oh, hello, Jackson John. What Jackson John say? What, you want a donation or something like that? Give us a lucky coin or something. Hey, if you want a lucky coin, we'll see if we can get you a lucky coin and send you a lucky coin, my friend. I need to meet you, Jackson. If you want to, we need donations to keep this thing relevant. The Don, okay, done. Oh, okay, done. No, send a donation or contribution, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Okay, send send it. Send whatever you got, and we'll put it toward keeping this program on the air. Melinda, do not go purchase another television. Help a friend or elder. Huh? I don't understand that one, Melinda. You have to tell that to us after a while. Okay, stimulus checks. That's what you mean with your stimulus checks. Don't go buy another television. Okay, I got you. Um, don't go buy another television, like she said. Make sure that you help somebody do something productive with it, because you're only getting that one. Then you got your income checks coming. You can pool this money together with 4 or 5 of your friends and start a business. Start a business, some type of online business, a t-shirt business. I don't care what you start. Washing cars, whatever you do something that's going to make you more money. Make that money make you money. So don't give the money away to the nightclub, to the liquor store, on some new tires or rims that you don't need. Do something with the money, especially if you don't have no money. Don't go spend it recklessly. Well, that's all I got to say about that particular item. The stimulus checks are coming. Some people probably got them today. If your name starts with an A or B or C, you probably got them today. And D, E, F, G, H, all that, you'll be getting them on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and on down. It goes by your first letter of your last name. That's how they have been issuing them. So go out, put that money in the bank, and save the money. Save the money. Don't go spend it. That's what we all do, spend our money too fast. Okay? Next thing on the agenda, George Floyd's family gets $27 million. That's a lot of money. 27 million. It was a world event because it was seen all over the world. It just wasn't somebody, police officer shooting somebody. This man it was like reality TV almost. He sat there and killed this man in front of everybody on camera and didn't care. And so, no jury should let this man off. If $27 million is not enough for a life, especially if that life is valued, I mean, some people would probably say, yes, it is. Some people would say that $1 million is enough money for a life. But if I know that if it was my brother, you couldn't give me $27 million to say that he's gone now. I believe that he should only go when it is time. Some people say, well, it is his time because God knows all, but we don't know. The devil does some reckless things also. So $27 million for the family. I'm sure that they'll put it to good use. And, a lot came about from the George Floyd murder. A lot came about it. But I know that if they let this man off, Minneapolis will probably go up in flames if they let him off. He has to do some type of time. He was acting under the color of the blue uniform, but he cannot just get away with doing things because he was an officer. He got $27 million, the family got. 27 million. Well, they're not going to keep all that. Ben Crump got about $5 million. Ben Crump on a roll. Ben Crump goes, well, really, I could do what Ben Crump is doing. I can really do what Ben Crump does, because Ben Crump got some rock solid cases. That's all. The name, once he comes, the case is really a close and shut case. And is he on the Breonna Taylor case? I'm wondering whether he on Breonna Taylor's case. I don't know whether he on Breonna Taylor or not. But he keeps piling up the wins, but Black Lives piling up the losses. And we're incurring a whole bunch of losses. And it ain't just about the money, because we're losing these people, and we're losing family members, we're losing friends all across the country. They don't care about our lives, and the police just has to be in check. We don't want the police to walk around scared, but we want the police to walk around understanding that that citizen has a right, especially if he's a Black citizen. This is a racist country, We live in it. This is our country, and we have to make it what it's going to be. So, we just got to go from there. I don't want to get too far behind in my comments. So I'm going to go and get some of these comments and pull them back up. Carl Murray said, I'm going to get me some garlic crabs. Carl, don't do it. Carl, don't get no garlic crabs. Well, okay, stake your $100, get you some garlic crabs, take the other $1300, and put it away, and take Audrey's 14, and y'all do something with it. Go buy your $100 worth of garlic crabs. No, buy $50 worth of garlic crabs. You don't need that many. Invest in ATR. Now that is a good idea. Y'all need to sow a seed. Girl, Melinda Grin, you say the mouthful then. Sow a seed. Invest in ATR. We are going to be bringing it to you. Carlos garlic crabs ain't going to give you what we're going to give you. It's only going to fill you for a moment. We're going to fill you for the rest of your life. So make sure you do what Melinda Gwen thought and say, invest in ATR. Melinda, you need to come on and say, you need to be the spokesman for ATR, because that's right. And I'm going to be looking for you to give out that $100 from your check. You ought to get yours in like the third round. Okay, Terry, thank y'all. All y'all who going to invest, thank you. What exactly does third degree murder mean in this case? Third degree murder is not first or second degree murder, so you're talking under 5 years. And I don't know. He's probably talking under 5 years or probation. If you're talking about third degree murder, you probably got to do at least a year jail time, up to 5, and probation. If I want to give a contribution, how would I go about it? It is certain about amount to send to your ATR. Yes, Jackson John, you can send it the bottom of the screen to our Cash App, all things relevant. All things relevant. You'll see the our ATR sign on it. All things relevant. Okay. Shalonda Paynes, just help me with my house. Please pray for us. Please, thank goodness. Help an older sister, help her fix her house. Please call to help me if you can. Love you all. Okay. It will be on the way. Okay, Melinda. Okay. Melinda's sowing a seed. Y'all don't think I'm a preacher because I said that now. Okay. Y'all tithing to me. She probably thinking she gonna tithe all hers to the church, but I'm gonna take that before she get it. We're gonna send Pastor Hall a little bit, but I don't know about all of it. Anyway, what's next? Let's get back to our rundown. I just had to get those comments because I don't want to be too far behind in the end of the show. And let me get back to those comments. Take that down. Okay. So Melinda, thank you. And we'll be looking for all things relevant media on Cash App. All things relevant on Cash App. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So you can send whatever you need to send. We're going to give you the information. We're not going to play with it. We're going to make sure that you get it. We're going to make sure that you get it raw and uncut and unfiltered. We got some people that love to give unfiltered things like Charlie Brown and Ed Scott and Sonny McKeithen. They like to cuss a lot. Me, I'm the church boy. I don't cuss. So anyway, the country opening back up July the 4th. What do y'all think about that? The country is opening back up July the 4th, according to Joe Biden. President Biden says that the country is opening back up July the 4th because everybody ought to have their shot by June 15th. By May 1st, shots are open to everybody. All y'all, please go get y'all shots so y'all can't give me nothing. I don't know what I'm taking, and I'm still praying on that. So y'all go take y'all so I won't have to take mine right away. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. So that's your personal decision. That's your personal health decision. So you go and see how it does. I've had several people die from it in my family. So I know that I want to be protected. I want to make sure my family's protected. So we'll know. But anyway, we got a whole lot to cover. Make sure you go and And I'm saying make sure you go get vaccinated. Make sure you look into deep, search deep within yourself and see whether that's what you want to do. Okay? The country's opening back up July the 4th. Me, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Will everyone be vaccinated by July the 1st? If everybody's vaccinated and he said he done got 250 million, there's 350 million people, but they're not worrying about the kids. So if 200 million people have been vaccinated, you might feel safe enough to do some things. But remember, those kids can still get it and give it to you if you don't have it. So if you're around a bunch of kids, then you still can get it. So it's a chance that you might have to look at, we got to see, we got to see. Our next subject is St. Patrick. This is St. Patrick's Day weekend. They got 6 days that they're going to be celebrating. 6 days they're celebrating down on River Street in Savannah. 6 days that they're going to be celebrating. They started last night. I seen Richard Kelsler, who owns down there, owns everything and owns all the politicians too. All the politicians that can be brought, he owns. He down there without a mask. But it's a mask ordinance. He had a mask nowhere in his hand on his on his face. But he's telling everybody to come down there so his old ass can get somebody a coronavirus. Hell no. Nobody coming down there. I'm not coming nowhere near it. Bike week in Daytona. The NCAA basketball tournament in Miami. A lot of conferences have had to cancel their tournaments because of coronavirus positive tests. So I don't know whether they're going to have this NCAA. They got some new rules and policies they put in place, restrictions for the players and everything that they put in place. And they only going to fill 25% of the Coliseum up to see the game. So you watch it on TV, you don't have to worry about corona. Bike week in Daytona, I don't know, people. I don't know. That it's just like the NBA All-Star weekend last week in Atlanta. You had the NBA All-Star weekend last week in Atlanta. All you fools went down there. I don't want to call y'all fools. All you unsuspecting, trusting people went to Atlanta. Then you got the bike week, and then you got the NCAA tournament. Now you got St. Patrick's Day. These are super spreader events, people. Super spreader events. You're going to talk in somebody's face. Somebody's going to bump into you right there and say, excuse me, and that's going to get on you. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Don't go to these events. Wait till next year. As for me, I'm waiting till Labor Day. Don't invite me to nothing until Labor Day. I'll go to what I want to go to and sneak in there wearing my mask so you won't expect me. But I'm not doing anything until September 6th. That's Labor Day. Labor Day. I want to make sure everybody's cool. Everybody's good. Not July 4th. Labor Day. 60 days later. 62 days later. All right? That's when I'm going to do something. We want to make sure everybody's good with that. Labor Day. Let me get to these questions. Okay. Get them out the way. Who we got now? Melinda says it will be on the way. Thank you, Melinda. It's on the way. Thank you. Oh no, I do tie you too much. Oh no, I'm gonna get it before you get it. One down for me, one to go. Oh Lord have mercy. Oh Lord have mercy. Y'all help me, please. My siblings and I do meet on Zoom. We're not taking any chances. That's correct. Zoom is the way to go. And continue to just watch all the shows here on ATR. We got them for you. It's a super spreader. That is absolutely correct, Melinda. It's a super spreader. Don't go to these events. That is not good for you. Do not go to these events. Our next item on the agenda, SCAD and gentrification. People, we have to look at this. SCAD is what a friend of mine told me the other day, he don't call it scam. He calls it scam. He calls it scam. He said they're a scam on the Savannah community. He said they used to be good because everybody went to fixing up their property and their property values went up. SCAD was renovating old properties and making old buildings new again and making the city look great, great for tourism and everything. Awesome. They did a great job. They did. But when is enough and enough, too much is too much. They are just doing too much. And then they got tax exemption on everything. I challenge this council to take away their tax exemption. That's what I challenge this council. Or put a limit on it. Put a time, an expiration date on their tax exempt. You know, it's a for-profit college. You know, this lady, Paula Wallace, is making $8 million a year, I heard. You know, I'm not sure, but that's what I heard. $8 million a year is what she pays herself. This is a for-profit college. I love what SCAD has done. I take nothing away. SCAD has been great. I love SCAD for what they've done for the city, but what they're continuing to do, what they're causing, and everybody's seeing it, is gentrification. Gentrification on a major level. And by them doing what they're doing, they're getting away with it because they can continue to buy all the property they want because they're tax exempt. So if they're tax exempt, they don't care. They're buying the property, they don't have to pay no taxes. So, and people are starting to move us out of the city. We don't want to become another Charleston. We don't want to become another Charleston, South Carolina, you know, where the whole Charleston is white and everything on the outside of it is black. They ran everybody out of the city, everybody out of the city. And you can see the poor parts of Charleston when you go there because that's where they ran all the blacks. Charleston is a case test in what not to do and a case study on gentrification at its biggest and at its finest. So we don't want to be another Charleston. Just go there and look at it. And y'all will see the only people black you're going to see inside that circle is those that are working. You know, beautiful city, not as beautiful as Savannah, but they got a problem there. So SCAD is a part of our problem. SCAD with the building down on Salvation Army, they are, it's things working behind the scenes, people. It's a lot of things working behind the scenes. And I believe that SCAD is probably putting that kind of pressure on the college across the street. I mean, the Salvation Army across the street, because they're probably buying that property also. You can't tell me they're not going to sell that property to SCAD. SCAD is ready for it. They're waiting for it. So watch and see if that property comes in Bato, and that land grab is good, and Salvation Army is able to build that in Bato on the Weeping Time property. I guarantee you, SCAD is going to buy that property from the Salvation Army and build a high rise there. Watch and see what I'm telling you now. All you got to do is follow the money. They ain't just doing these things for nothing. All y'all got to do is pay close attention. Pay close attention. Don't play with it. And then our leaders here are not doing nothing because they don't have a vision for seeing what is happening. All they have a vision is seeing what they can put in their pockets. So we got some leaders that are fighting. We'll talk about them at the end of the show. We got some leaders that are fighting, that are behind us, that are doing everything that they're supposed to do. They got our back 100%. 100%. They got our back. So we need to stick with them. We need to support them because gentrification is coming. They don't have nowhere else to go, so now they're going Midtown. That's going to affect, like Brother Jamal Torres says, Kyla Brownsville. It's going to affect that Midtown area right there. And it's going to affect Cloverdale, Carl Village, West Savannah, because they don't have nowhere else to go. They got to start going back that side to the west, all the way to Garden City. And then Garden City is after that. So it'll happen. Y'all will see. And also Brickyard. Brickyard won't even exist in 10 years. Not with the new arena going on one side of it and the Port Authority putting that new gate on the other side of it. brickyard is going to fail to exist. They'll start buying those people's houses, and then eminent domain, the ones that don't want to go out of there. So watch and see what I say now. I'm telling you, I'm clairvoyant. Y'all will see that this is going to happen. They let you see it. You just don't read. We don't pay attention in this city. You know, we don't pay attention, and that's one of the problems. We don't pay attention. Y'all share, share, share. Give to this Cash App so we can keep these programs on the air. We're going to bring it to you raw and uncut. We're going to bring it to you unfiltered. You know, so we got 14, 15 shows on the platform now. First of April, we'll start putting the other shows in because we're upgrading the shows that we have now. So y'all just stay tuned. Social media is the news. We have another platform that you can also go watch it on, and that's on YouTube at ATR Black Media Network. ATR Black Media Network. You can watch it there. We haven't been pushing a lot of people there. So if you go there, it's more organized. It is more organized. You can see any show that you want to see in its order. But you won't see a lot of views because we haven't been pushing yet there. We're building the Facebook platform, and then we're building the YouTube platform. So go to YouTube. You can go there and watch it live right now and see all our shows, all the repeats. They're all cataloged for the last 3 months, I believe, 3 or 4 months. Anything that you want to see up to the last 18 months, you'll still have to view here on Facebook. Okay. So our next thing, food deserts in Savannah is expanding. They're not shrinking, it's expanding. The area for food deserts is expanding. We were promised a grocery store in the west side, and we still haven't gotten it. They were promised a shopping boutique to go up in sustainable Fairwood. Never happened. See, all they do is promise you things and lie to you so that you can be on board. These politicians have no, the sellout politicians have no desire to make sure that you're comfortable. They want to make sure that you're uncomfortable all the time. They're not working for you. They're working against you. So we need a grocery store on the west side. Of course we do. Most of my family still live out there. That's why I advocate so hard for West Savannah, because I own property in West Savannah, and all of my family is out in West Savannah. So we have to do what is necessary to get rid of those people who don't understand our plight. We had an alderman out there for 16 years, and he acted like he wanted to do everything for us, and now he's the mayor, and he isn't talking about food deserts. I've never heard him say one time out of his mouth, Black Lives Matter. I've never heard him say one time out of his mouth, Black voters matter. He's acting like he's scared to be black, or that he don't have any mirrors in his house to understand that he's black. But you have to advocate for us after a while, sir. You have to. You know, you fooled me once, but you won't fool me again. That's all I'm gonna say about it this way. And I didn't call his name, so y'all don't have to go calling him. He'll call me one day when he's mad enough. Let's get to the land grab. The land grab. The land grab is the Salvation Army trying to acquire the property in West Savannah for the old Weeping Time Francis Botto property. And they put the boat off for 4 weeks so they could look and see whether anything and everything was good. 4 weeks they put it off. So we'll see what happens in the next 4 weeks. I'm just going to send this message to the people of West Savannah and the people of Savannah. Do not be weary. Do not give up, and do not let up. Do not let up. That's what they're hoping, that we do what we used to do. But that don't happen in this city anymore, in this county anymore. We're not giving up. You protest 1 day, 2 days, and then it's over, and they know, oh yeah, we knew that what they were going to do. No, the pressure will stay on. This is what we're here for now. We have a platform where we're going to be giving you the information. All you have to do is look at it. We're not going to be trying to tell you what you should do or anything. We're going to give it to you, and we're going to give you our side, but we're not telling you that you have to do it. We're going to give you our side and tell you what we think for what is best for our community. They're not telling you what's best for your community. they're doing what's best for somebody else, for business. So we have to be able to see who is for us and who is against us. You know that those 4 other women who are down there fighting, they're for us. You know that we have some county commissioners that have just been elected, they're for us. So we have a tax commissioner that is for us, a DA that is for us. Of course, they're for all the people, but they understand that they have to be for the people that have been disenfranchised, underserved. So these people are for us now. So we elected them, and we require that they do certain things. Just like big business, who when they give, they expect that the politicians do certain things for them. So we have to do that. I don't want to get behind on my. I got 30 minutes, so let me get back to where I was with these questions. I got to put these questions up, or y'all will be calling me out. Norma Gabe said, "Great job, Julius. You're doing sharing information to us all. Thank you, and that's all we're going to try to do is make sure you all get the information." Ivan Cohen says, "Do you believe that first the SCAD students come here, then their parents and aunts and uncles follow and buy the properties?" That's correct. It's 3 houses over in West Savannah. In West Savannah, that I was in front. I was out there delivering pamphlets and stuff during the campaign, and I ran into young white students. Their parents brought the homes renovated and stuff for them in West Savannah on Church Street, on Golden Street. Yeah, on Church Street and Golden Street in West Savannah. Unbelievable. Okay, not including the property in South Carolina across the bridge. South Carolina across the bridge. They got property in Atlanta. Bernard Brown will be on the show on Wednesday night. He'll tell about how bad SCAD is in Atlanta. He said SCAD is just as terrible in Atlanta. They're trying to take over Atlanta also with buying the property and running people out. So that's why he calls them scab. He don't call them SCAD. He calls them scab. So we need to be on top of that. There needs to be some type of moratorium on their tax exemption and on them acquiring property in this city, in this county. Well, go out in the county and do some stuff. Garden City is out there. Pope Wentworth is here. Bloomingdale. Go out there and do some stuff. People need to research gentrification and gerrymandering. Yep. Willie Shields. Jackson John. That's what took place in Chatham apartment backdoor deal. Oh, okay. Chatham apartment backdoor deal. Jesse Griffin, speak it, Mr. Hall. Speak on it, Mr. Hall. Willie Shields, they sold it. And people don't pay attention also. Many attack those who are calling out the warning. Not right. That is absolutely correct. People need to pay attention. We're warning you. Warning comes before destruction. Sylvester Foreman and the mayor wanted to push Save a Lot, which eventually went out of business because it was riddled with flies and rotten food. Wow. And no, don't put no Save a Lot there. You're going to put the store, put one, open back up the Time Saver, open back up Food Town, anything for the people, and make it a community grocery store. Savannah Housing Authority held this land for 5 years. Crazy. 5 years they held that land so these people could raise $500,000 when the property really was worth 1.2 to 1.5 million. Really, go out there and look at that property. That's a great piece of property. I had the money. I certainly wish I could have purchased it, but they're not selling it to anybody like me. They're not selling to anybody like you. They're only selling to anybody that can got other alternatives, other motives. Save a Lot was willing, but my Aunt Pam wrote an article. Save a Lot, I think not. Save a lot. Save a less, a more suitable term. None of these stores last. That's correct. You got to put something that lasts. Our people are too easily distracted. That's what Van is running, a distraction campaign at City Hall while he's getting everything done under the table with everything else. We already see what it is, but people got to wake up. We got to wake the people of Savannah up and let them understand what the deal is. We have to wake the people of Savannah up. Chatham County. We have to wake the people of Chatham County up. Yes, the shiny object syndrome. That, yeah, Ivan, they got us over here looking at this shiny object on my wrist. Look at this shiny object on my wrist. Yeah, and why they over there doing something, stealing the whole house. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for all the information. No problem, Wanda Stone. Make sure y'all contribute to this campaign. I got the phone right here. I can tell as soon as you do it. So just all things relevant media is that strolling at the bottom of the screen. We're going to give you the information. They're about doing the right thing. I agree. Okay, now let's get on back to our next. That land grab is 4 weeks from now. 4 weeks from now, they're going to have a vote. They called for a vote. They did some sneaky stuff on city council the other day. Van acted like he was doing such an admirable thing, but he was really just as rude. Go back and look at the video, people. Y'all, this guy is rude and nasty and just think everybody's stupid if they ask a question. We sent those women there to ask those questions. We sent those women there to be advocates for the community. Respect them. That's all we ask is respect them. Put what you want on the agenda, but put also what they want on the agenda. And if you don't like it, then vote it down. You don't like it, vote it down, then we'll know where you stand. Y'all dummies out there, you people who are trolling and following this guy and not seeing, tell him to put it on the agenda and vote it down if you don't like it. That's all he has to do. We'll understand it, we'll respect that. Then we'll know where he's coming from. But y'all can't see that he's hiding something, that he don't want to put anything on the agenda that these women want on the agenda because it makes him look bad if he turned it down for the black community. Come on. Y'all ain't that damn stupid. Good Lord. Pastors, y'all ain't getting no break. Next week, I'll be back on y'all. I'm just giving you a break for now. I'll be calling y'all next week or the week after to see whether y'all want to appear on this show. So if you know any pastors and they want to come on, send them on my way. I'm willing to let them on. We need to talk. Okay, well, let's get back to where we was. Let me take Jackson John comment off of here first. Jackson John, I appreciate all your comments, my brother. You always spot on, you and Ivan Cohen. I appreciate y'all. Okay, next on the agenda, because we only have 20 minutes left, 21 minutes left, and that is the biased racist news media. Wow. We got a biased racist news media in several of them. WTOC, WSAV, Savannah Morning Blues paper, because that's all they give you, Savannah Morning Blues. So we got a bunch of them here, and y'all just got to realize that these people are not giving you the news for our best interests. They're not. They're not. I saw where they did the death of the young football player in South Carolina. They did about 15 minutes on him the other day, and it was a needed thing. The young man was a good young kid that was about to go to college, and some kids shot him. They arrested the kids. They shot him. They shot him and shot at him in a car, I believe, and he died, and the other kid lived. But they need to report the news fairly. When they come out and they interview us, when they take it back to the studios, they edit it, all of it. They edit all of it. And they make it sound as if we're the bad guys. They make it sound as if we are doing something wrong. They make it sound as if they're only going to tell that side of the story that is negative for that person. Hell, every time you see Keisha Gibson Carter in the newspaper, it's something bad. You trying to tell me as hard as she's advocating for the people, as hard as she's advocating for the people, you're trying to tell me that there's nothing you can report good, that there's nothing that her, Alicia, Bernetta, Estella are doing out there. We know that the newspaper is one-sided. We know that the press is one-sided. You know, we know it. We know it. We had somebody at the press conference the other day at the school board, and they said, the guy called me and said, how come your wife vote against something and be the only vote that's voting against it, but the paper never asks her why? How come the news stations never talk to her why she vote that way? If it was one white guy or one white person not voting that way, they would ask that person and put them on camera and ask. I said, well, first of all, my wife don't want to be on the camera, but I'm sure they don't know that because they never asked her. All she's going to do is go there and do the right thing every time for 38,000 students. That's all she cares about. She don't care about the pay. She don't care about the politics of it. All she cares about is advocating for those students. So she's going to vote her heart and her conscience every time. Doesn't matter what politicians say. Doesn't matter what anybody says who want to send a kid back to school too early and put them in grave conditions and have the staff suspect to all those germs and the coronavirus. So she's going to do what's right every time. So I applaud her on that. And Keisha Gibson Carter, Alicia Miller Blakely, Estella Edwards Shabazz, and Bernetta Bryant Lanier are doing what they're supposed to do. We sent them there to do what they're supposed to do. We got some people over at the county commission, Adol Whiteley. We see you, Derek Milo. You people are doing awesome and great things. I want to give a shout out to my state senator too, Lester Jackson. Lester will do the right thing if we make him. So he my friend, though. He everybody's friend. My friend. Anyway, so Lester, let's do the right thing and get behind Mallow on this cat board situation also. Okay, we got about 15 minutes left, and I want to say Bernetta Lanier is a good woman. Keisha Gibson Carter cares for the community, and I'm gonna tell you that Alicia Miller Blakely, that girl, she's Wakanda forever. She is Wakanda forever. So when you see her, she's Wakanda forever. She gonna fight you. She'll fight you. She'll fight you. Especially about Bernetta and Keisha and Estella. She gonna fight you about them. So and she gonna fight you about this community. So if y'all see these women advocating for something, don't stop acting like they just causing trouble. Stop acting like they don't have any tact or decorum. They do. But there's no time for tact and damn decorum when nobody's listening to you. When nobody's listening to you and wanting to do what's supposed to be done for your community, you're supposed to fight. You're supposed to fight with all that you goddamn have. And that's what they're giving us. And we need to give them everything that we have. Everything. Y'all are not paying attention, people. We're too busy worrying about our own lives. We've lived 50, 60 years. It's about our grandkids. It's about our great-grandkids. We got to save something and make life better for them. If we continue to let things go in Eddie DeLoach's second term and let things go the way that they're going, then we leave nothing for them behind us. It's a continual cycle of greed. It's a continual cycle of disservice and underserved. We got to do better. Y'all got to come out and fight with these ladies. These ladies are fighting for this community every damn day. Every day. Every day. They're getting paid peanuts for the stuff they do. They could go home and just go back down there every other Thursday and vote. But that's not what they do. They go down there to advocate on behalf of the people. And then you got the white news media want to chastise them every day, thinking that these are their kids that they're supposed to chastise. No, we got to stand up for these fighters. We got to stand up for these fighters. I don't know where my county commission chair at. I don't know where my 8th district county commissioner is at. You should be in Bato advocating for these people. If you was running for election, you'd be there. If you was running for office, and it was campaign season, you would be there. Nothing prohibits you from being there now. Don't say that's a city problem. No, the city falls within the county. That's your problem. And if you want us to support you, you need to support the people that we're supporting, especially when it's a something that you know is right. Tell us where you stand on it. Tell us where you stand on it. That's what you do. I'm a challenge. I tell you what, Chester and Kenny Adams, y'all have the floor next Saturday. Y'all can come be on this show and tell the public where y'all stand. Y'all can come be on this show and tell the public where you stand. This is what I'm inviting y'all to. Next Saturday, y'all can come be on this show and tell the public where you stand, whether you are staying with them or against them when it comes to the Weeping Time property. They want to know. I want to know. So if you don't mind indulging us for 1 hour, come and tell us what's going on. I also would like to see what Carl Gilliard says on it. You know, y'all got a obligation to the people. You know, we don't want to bring this up later on that you weren't with the people. Come and tell us now. Tell us what the problem is. Work out something with the city. This is a community problem. This ain't just a city problem. Come and tell us. Van Johnson, you got an invitation to appear also, but not on this show. You got an invitation to appear on the Rabble. You got an invitation to appear on the Rabble. You got but if you want to come on this one, you can come on this one. But the Rabble is most suited. The Rabble is most suited for you, sir. So if you want to come, you can come. But the Rabble is most suited for you because you're gonna get all the questions the way that they should be asked. I've got about 5 questions up there. 5 comments. I'm gonna get to them in a second. But just remember, people, these are some good women that are fighting for your community. I didn't put Estella Shabazz up there yet. So Estella is a good person. Estella is a good woman. Estella and her husband, they're warriors. They're freedom fighters. Especially Yusef Shabazz. He'll stare down a cow in a raging bull. He'll stare down a raging bull. But these people are doing what's right for the community. They're not out there starting trouble. They ain't got time for no damn attacking the decorum. They got time for advocating. They got time for governing, you know. But the people they're being blocked. They're being blocked. Tell me why Dietrich and Linda and Purdy won't say to Van, okay, let them put something on the agenda. We can vote it up or down. What's wrong with that, Mayor? Van, could you come on this show and tell the people what's the problem with them putting something on the agenda? Are you working with them to put something on the agenda for the community? Why you haven't done anything in 16 years in West Savannah? 17, going on 18 now in West Savannah. Please tell us, why does Clearview and Bayview look like a war zone? Why is trash all over West Savannah? You know, West Savannah's still yours, dude. West Savannah's still yours. You know, but anyway, I'm gonna get off of that. I don't like to bash the mayor, but like I say, he's the gift that keeps on giving. My wife asked me what I was speaking of today. I said, not Van, but then the subject came up, you know, so ain't nothing I can do about it. If it comes up, it comes up. Let's get to our last comments. I got about 10 minutes. I ain't got 10 minutes, about 8 minutes. Jackson John says the different lawyers sponsor the shows are supporting. The different lawyers sponsor the shows are supporting WTOC. Okay. CC is watching. A good journalist will investigate a story before they report anything. Having said that, I guess we don't have any good journalists at WTOC. Not a one. Matt claims that he is, but Matt wants to just do some sensationalism stuff to get people to view him, I guess. Pretty good dude, from what I could take, but he seems to mean well, but we'll see in the long run. Ivan Cohen said WTOC, the Southeast bleed leader, WSAV claimed they're on your side. Savannah Morning News Blues tabloid trying to pass itself off as a newspaper. I'll pick the National Enquirer over this rag. Yellow journalism is their stock and trade. You have a safe trip to Georgetown, South Carolina, Mr. Hall. That's Friday. I'm going there for a friend of mine that's running for political office. He's called me in to advise on his campaign. There is too much at stake, but the apathetic mindset is killing all of us. Yes, it is. So you could do the same, sponsor ATR. Well, let them see if you come and work for us over here, Jackson John, so you can get those lawyers to come on here. I just want to see this other phone ring right here where you can send the Cash App. Jackson John, I'll be waiting to see whether you send something to Cash App and be one of our sponsors, sir. I appreciate that. Okay. And that's our last subject for today, and that is please donate to this platform. Please donate to this platform. We can't do it without your help. This is what we need. If you have any questions, Charlie Brown was supposed to call in today, but I guess he got stuck. He was supposed to be my on the phone host today, but he never got a chance to call, I guess. So he left me here to talk for a whole hour by myself. So I appreciate you, Mr. Brown, wherever you at out there. I'm gonna bring Melinda Gwynn or Jackson John on. They're very supportive. Those are the people I'm gonna bring on here, because Charlie Brown, he done let me down. But anyway, we want to make sure that we keep the fire up out there in West Savannah. There's no time to lay down or sit down. We have to keep the fire burning. We have to show these people that we're not playing. We have to organize, not only organizing and sitting down and going home, we got to organize and protest. There'll be some other protests going on in the next 4 weeks that need to be brought to everybody's attention, and everybody needs to participate in them. They need to participate in them. They need all the help that they can have, that they can get out there in West Savannah. So don't let these people down, people. This is what we're here for, this platform and what you're looking at on ATR Media. All Things Relevant Media is here to bring the news to you. All you have to do is share, share, share. Invite your friends to like the page. Go to YouTube and like and subscribe. Go to our channel. It's not a Facebook page. It's a Facebook channel that we have. It's a channel. You see all the shows when you go to All Things Relevant Media. Go there. Look at it. I'm doing the only thing. This is what Roland Martin do at the end of his show. He asks you to support the platform so he can continue to bring out the information that he's bringing to you. They took him off the air on all the major news networks because he was too black. Now we're too informational here. We're too transformational here. We're giving you the news. They can't do anything about it, so they want to put big bulletin boards up saying that social media is not the news. Well, we're here to tell you that social media is the news. Social media is our news. And until we get on the tube where we can give you this platform on a different level, social media will remain our news. So stay with us. Please contribute. Give to this platform. And we don't care what it is. If you got 5 friends and all y'all get $5, call all of them and say, here's this Cash App. I need you to give $5. Do that for us. Do that. We'll appreciate it. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen for everybody. So I got 2 minutes left. And with these 2 minutes, all I want to do is tell you to contribute, to keep the fire burning. And we're going to make sure that we continue to give you the great news here on this platform. Jackson John said, that's what I'm saying. The people can do the same, sponsor ATR. That's correct. Melinda Gwen Thornton, Mr. Charlie Big Money Brown. Well, Mr. Brown, he showed up on the radio today and he ain't gave no money yet. I'm waiting on Mr. Brown to send his donation too. Yeah, bring Melinda on. Okay, I haven't gone to say bring Melinda on. She can hold on as well. That's correct. I know she can. Love Money Brown. Charlie Cohen say, Ivan Cohen say Charlie Brown is little money Brown. His pocket got holes in them. Ivan Cohen, you something else. Like and share this page, people. And support these older women. They're doing all that they can. I promise you, they're doing all they can. I'm out in the streets, wherever they're at. They'll call me and I'll come out and I'm advocating just as hard. If I'm not busy, I go and I help them. So all they're asking for is that we help them to do what is right for our community. So, oh Lord, hold on 1 second. I ain't got but 2 minutes. Caller, you on the air?
This is Charlie Brown.
Oh.
I've been listening to the comments and everything, and my concern is that I'm willing to put my money where my mouth at, and I wonder if other people are willing to do the same. Ivan Cohen talk that trash. I'm willing to donate $100 right now, and no one's going to even donate $10.
Okay. You send the 100. Mr. Brown has put on a challenge. He's donating $100 to this platform. I would like to put the challenge out there. If Mr. Brown gives $100, then I'm gonna give $100, and we're gonna have the challenge on. You don't have to meet our challenge. You can say $25. You can say $100. You can say $50. $75. You know.
You can say $1.
You can say $1 if you want.
Put your money where your mouth at. Lawyers advertise on WTOC what John Jackson was saying. They pay for those to sponsor those shows. We need to sponsor ATR. We need to sponsor the White Dog. We need to sponsor the raffle. We the people.
That's correct, Mr. Brown. You're absolutely correct. Y'all can sponsor these shows. Y'all can give the contributions to keep us doing the things that we're doing. We'll do way more if we have way more. There's a whole lot that we're going to do. We want to bring you a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday news show. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 o'clock news. We want to bring you 5:30 news.
I want to compliment you. You give out a lot of good information today. I didn't comment it, but I appreciate it. But when they mentioned my name, that made me I didn't appreciate it. And tell Melinda Thornton, I do have plenty of money because I plan my work and work my play.
All right. She listening to you. So that's the great Charlie Brown. Appreciate you calling in, Mr. Brown. I only have but 1 minute. I got to go.
All right. Thank you, too, for taking a phone call.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Give the show money.
All right. All right, people. That's our last call. That's our last comment. The show is coming on next. I think that they'll make their own announcement. Let's Talk About It is up next. It's a young people show. Old people can look at it, but I'm talking about it's a younger people giving this show so we can get that younger audience involved and engaged. So until Saturday, I'll see you on the Watchdogs. We'll see you on every other show. Don't forget, tune in tonight with Pastor Smalls on Unity Action Committee, and also Sunday with Anthony Maven with Voices in the Struggle. We'll see you next week.